Oof.
No, you guys zoom in. Get rid of the truck. Oh my God, that right there. There's. Oh God, that's gorgeous.
Right, so we on a new adventure to Washington. Flying out to Seattle and see what we can get into. Hoping the security checkpoint's not too busy. I've got plenty of time to get to my flight, but I want to drink some of my water and go to the bathroom and stuff. But I guess we'll be watching a movie or something. Guys hollering at me. All right, well, we'll talk to you in a minute. Now I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. But yeah, apparently you don't have to take your iPad out of your backpack anymore. And they didn't mess with my wallet and they didn't mess with my medication, so we're good. Let's get to the gate and see what we can charge up. All right, I'm at my gate. I think I'm gonna walk all the way down the other end of the terminal. Let's see how far it is. All right, well, made it. It's about 59 degrees or something. Oh no, man, we're up here in Seattle, man. Wow, it's colder than it is in Oklahoma. So I'm looking for Darby. Look at this traffic I gotta look for. It's somewhere in that traffic right there, and then I'm supposed to be down there waiting for him. I'm supposed to be down like right there waiting for him. But I figure if I catch him early, I'd just jump in, right? Mount Rainier. All right. The nipple of Seattle. All right, we got a 2-hour drive still. Last time I came here, I saw the Space Noodle, and now I got to see the big nipple. And the stash. Believe that.
Hell yeah! I knew that was something good whenever it passes.
Yeah.
Look at how low that thing is.
Murcielago.
Extra effort to fix the problem.
Yeah.
So I took the headache away from him. That's probably what happened. I took the headache away from him, and I was a good fan.
We're both feeling kind of wild tonight.
Day one of the trip up here to Sequim, Washington. So I guess we're halfway to Port Angeles. Look at that view. Still snow in the mountains, about 52 degrees out here. I just went to Safeway, got some pre-workout and some Metamissile. So we're gonna drop Darby off at work, and then I'm gonna head down to the Dungeness Bay, and I'm gonna go for a walk and collect some rocks, So there's this really cool black speckly rock that I had last time I was here. Somebody stole it out of my suitcase on the way back. Damn Seattle airport thieves. And I want to get another one if I can find it. All right, so first time driving a Tacoma. It's a pretty fantastic stick shifty truck. Oh, we got a shift, hold on. All right, okay. Yeah, gotta get used to it. A little different. Shallow throw on the pedal. I got to shift again. All right, so Darby's telling me on the way out here, it's like, this is the most beautiful drive in the Coast Guard, and I can see why. You know, I'm just sitting here driving Darby's truck, getting used to it, shifting gears and stuff. Pretty easy to drive, and I'm thinking, you know, this is how Darby drives home from work every day for 4 years, and now I'm sitting here driving Darby's truck, going the same way he goes. It's kind of cool. And then I'm thinking about his life, and I'm like thinking about how, you know, I raised him up and stuff, and how he likes to play video games, and how he does his stuff and goes to work, and how he takes care of his house, and I think, oh, man, did I do all the stuff I should have done as a good parent? And I think I did enough, but I don't have any regrets. But you know, you always think in your mind, like, you know, what could I have done anything better or different? But anyway, I think Darby's turned out pretty darn good. And apparently on Friday there's going to be a going away party for Darby, so maybe we'll get to see some cool stuff, and I'll be sure to capture it all on video. So let's get back to the house and get my hiking poles. Look at that. Gotta love it. How many of those did I have in my day? Probably 10. Wish I had them still. And yeah, so we're heading down Dungeness Bay, and we're gonna jog. I took some pre-workout, got some Metamissile in, did my morning paperwork, and let's go get 3 miles. Let's get to jogging. Got my hiking poles. I haven't gone jogging with hiking poles and a backpack on yet, so this is new. Let's try it out. I'm noticing there's a lot of campgrounds out here. People are camping and have a campfire, primitive camping, and they've got some small RVs out here. Man, I'd like to do some camping. So beautiful out here, and so different from Oklahoma up here in the Northwest. I'm really just soaking it in. The temperature is so different. It's cold, humid, crazy looking tree. I paid my $3 fee. I only had a $5, so I put a $5 in there. So I just, you know what? I probably could have got away with not paying, but I'm just like, you got 30 days. You don't want to get any kind of negative situations happening. Paid my fee, and let's go see what we can see. I've been down here before with Darby, and yeah, I made a whole video called the Dungeness Bay hike. I'll be sure to put a link in the description if you want to check it out. That was last year, but it was a pretty good video. All right, so we're at the overlook. It's not much to see. Looks like a little better overlook right down there. But over there somewhere is the lighthouse. I'd like to make that trip sometime. Boy, it's a cold breeze out here, and but man, it's so beautiful. I'm overwhelmed. It's just awesome, beyond my expectation. I did not anticipate the weather, this breeze, the smell of the salt, and I wish there was a medium where you could communicate what I'm experiencing right now. So if you look up there, that layer right there, that's a clay layer. And I remember last time we were out here, you could see where people were taking the clay, and I bet they were putting it on a potter's wheel and making pots with it or something. But that's pretty cool. I'd like to make some pottery. So are you looking at this? Look at all this conglomerate in the sand. It's just different kinds of rocks, and then on top of this this other sand layer. So this sand layer would have been laid down slowly over time, and then this layer right here would have been laid down quickly by like a flood, and then you got a little sand layer and then another flood. So we're about 15 feet above sea level here, depending on the tide, of course. But you can see like this a very definite gravel layer right there, and then above it you have just sand and sand and sand, and then there's another gravel layer up there. So it's said that this region up here experienced a lot of glacier activity, glacial movement, and then you had the melting of the glaciers, which could have caused a lot of flooding. Oh wow, look at that. Got a sand waterfall, no way. How cool. Never seen that before. Wow, look at that. That's special. I gotta break in. This tree stump is huge, and it's weathered beyond. This might have been some kind of redwood stump. You can kind of see where maybe this is the root base or something, but look at these black sandy rocks. So I was looking at it, and they're not hard, they're just compact black sand. You know, when people are gold mining, they look for black sand because it's heavy, right? Heavy sand. Look at this inclusion of red sand. That's just crazy. And then look at these bands up here. It's just beautiful. And then you got the black sand above it. Makes you wonder how that got laid down. And then it makes you wonder if this is black sand, right? And if there's little gold fragments in there. Could be. I'm sure somebody would have found that out before I got here though. So anyway, man, it's beautiful out here. I'll tell you what. All right, Darby called, so we're gonna go get him, find something to do. I just crossed the Olympic Discovery Trail where I hiked last year when I was here. And you know, I still remember that part of the trail, and that was like 20 miles long, but I remember that little section. And it's nothing's outstanding about it. It's just, I remember walking through there. So that's pretty cool. Funny what you remember when you're exerting yourself. You drive through somewhere and you never remember anything. All right, last night we decided to continue with most of the challenge and change it up a little bit. So we're gonna do a carnivore diet for 30 days, and we're gonna work out. I went and did my 3 miles this morning, and we're gonna go hit the gym tonight and then drink the gallon of water. So it's kind of like we're still doing the challenge, but we're not gonna stop at 75 days from the start, but just continue as a new lifestyle of working out and eating lots of meat, taking lots of vitamins. All right, so decided to get out here and get a couple more miles in. Wasn't satisfied with my my cardio this morning going down to the Dungeness Bay. I only got a mile of running. The rest of it was hiking with a backpack full of rocks. Man, I tell you what, my shoulders were hurting. But I want to get my cardio in because I've been eating a lot of fat. So I ate a ribeye steak last night with some eggs. That's lots of cholesterol and fat. I need to burn it off. I'm trying to go back into ketosis. So I ate that, and then today we had eggs and chicken thighs. So not the leanest meat. And I want to make sure that I burn all this stuff off and doesn't sit there and clog up my arteries. Cause me problems instead of benefit. So let's jog over to Home Depot and see what they want to get for a carpet cleaner, because we need to clean some dirty feet off the carpet underneath where Darby's desk was.